Here we go, 24,488. We've got the 25 box break. Probably should have taken out the recycling, but that's okay. I'll make it work. I always do. Base. We got a debut date for Buffalo of Cousins. We got a Young Guns for the Buffalo Sabres, Luukkonen. Dazzlers for the Devils, Jack Hughes. Young Guns of Addison for Minnesota. Addison. And a canvas of Quinn Hughes for Vancouver. All right. I said we got a lot to do here, guys, so really just sit back and relax. We got a Dazzlers of McDavid for the Oilers. On a roll of Byfield for LA. Base. Young Guns for the Red Wings of Veleno. Base. And base. Well, that was not the greatest blaster of all time, was it? All right. Dazzlers for the Islanders of Barzal. Young Guns for the Buffalo Sabres of Hauser. Canvas for Vancouver of Holtby. Base. Retrospective for the Rangers of Keandre Miller. And a Young Guns for Nashville, Tanner Jeannot. You didn't want to interrupt me exactly. It's very important, you know, the counting. Counting is very tough. Dazzlers for Carolina, Tara Vinen. On a roll of McKinnon for the Avs. La base. Young Guns of Kiersteed for Florida. Kiersteed. Base. And base. All right. We got a Young Guns for San Jose of Ville. Canvas of Keith for Chicago. Base. Base. We got a Portraits for the Avalanche, McKinnon. And a Dazzlers for Boston of Swayman. Swayman. Series 2. And just a quick FYI, guys, I do apologize for the way I'm holding the cards. It's not as easy to hold the cards with the Band-Aid finger on the main finger that I hold it for, so that's why I'm kind of holding it a little more awkward than normal. Honor roll for Calgary of Goudreau. It's harder to sift because that's normally the one that I use in the back. It's funny how one little thing changes. Portraits rookies for the Red Wings of Raymond. Young Guns for the Calgary Flames of Ruzicka. Dazzlers for Seattle of Eberle. And a marquee rookies of Studenic for the Devils. Happy Fiala Friday. We've got a whole lot of nada. It's weird, Golden, having games on so early, isn't it? Neighbors, Young Guns for the Blues. Dazzlers for Carolina, Trocheck. Marquee rookies for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Radish. And a Young Guns for Boston of Steen. So you're watching a hockey game at 5 o'clock in the afternoon? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, kind of random, isn't it? We've got a whole lot of nada. Marquee Rookie Retro for Calgary of Ruzicka. Base. We got a Young Guns for the Devils of Dawson Mercer. Dazzlers for Calgary of Markstrom. And a marquee rookies for the Devils of Mercer. We've got base. Young Guns for Philadelphia of Sushko. Canvas for the Oilers of Darnell Nurse. Base. Dazzlers for the Winnipeg Jets of Ehlers. And a Young Guns for Nashville, Ference. All right, last of the 21-22s. We've got a whole bunch of base. Marquee rookies for the Blue Jackets of CloutsnChara. Base. We got a Young Guns for San Jose of Gadovich. Dazzlers for Anaheim, McTavish. And an update of Deno for LA. All right, now we're going to be going on to 22-23 Series 2. All right. We got a Young Guns for Montreal of Baddock. On a roll for the Blue Jackets of Carson Mayer. We got a World Junior Grads of Cider for the Red Wings. Dazzlers of Perot for Anaheim. Base. Young Guns for the Anaheim Ducks of Regenda. And base. Alright, we need to get one of the bigger rookies now. We have so far missed on pretty much most of the big rookies, but now is the time to do it. We've got a whole lot of nada. Dazzlers of Abruzzese for the Maple Leafs. Young Guns checklist will be random between Montreal and Seattle. Slavkovsky right. Base. Saving it for the Knives. Well, that's not bad. A Young Guns canvas for the Red Wings, Soderblom. Canvas Young Guns for the Red Wings, Soderblom. And a Young Guns for Vancouver of Amen. Well, Soderblom, pretty sweet. Soderblom. We've got another Young Guns canvas for the Devils, Okachuk. Dazzlers for the Blue Jackets, a fixed Wolonski. Young Guns for Chicago of Roos. On a roll for Vancouver of Amen. And a whole lot of base. Young Guns for the Montreal Canadiens of Gooley. Dazzlers for the Philadelphia Flyers of Cates. Canvas for the Vegas Golden Knights, Jack Eichel. World Junior Grads for Minnesota, Kaprizov. Young Guns for Vancouver, Kuzmenko. And an honor roll for San Jose, Bordello. Bordello. All right, last one of 22-23 Series 2. Only 11 more blasters to go, guys. We've got a Young Guns for Anaheim, Hunter Drew. Dazzlers of Brant Clark for LA. Base. Canvas for Seattle of Grubauer. Lunchbox Legends for the Blue Jackets of Line. Young Guns Slavkovsky for Montreal. And base. Well, we got a Slav. That's pretty sweet. A 9-way book with 3 goalies. Oh, geez, that's a big one. Realistically, I'll just check eBay sold and see what they have gone for. It's hard to tell value, to be honest, until you see a confirmed sale. And with it being insanely limited, it's not like you're going to find tons of them. We got another checklist, Young Guns, but that does not need to be randomed because it's both for Minnesota, Boldy and Rossi. Portraits for Nashville of Yossi. Canvas for Dallas of Robertson. We got a center of attention for Tampa, Braden Point. And a Dazzlers for the Blue Jackets, Kent Johnson. All right. We've got a debut date of Bunting for the Coyotes. Dazzlers for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Killorn. Base. Young Guns for the Ottawa Senators of Kostelich. Honor roll for the Panthers of Sam Reinhart. And a Young Guns for Anaheim per row. That's some nice stuff, man. Congrats on that. We've got a Dazzlers for the Winnipeg Jets of Dubois. Base. Young Guns. Wow, this one got mangled in the machine, apparently. Look at that. Fix Wolonski. It definitely needs a bit of a fix. On a roll for Calgary of Markstrom. Canvas of Fox for the Rangers. LeBase. And a defensive mechanism, Gostisbehere for the Coyotes. All right. Almost there, folks. Almost there. We've got a base. Young Guns, Marco Rossi for Minnesota. There we go. One of the big ones in that year. 22-23 has been a lot kinder to us. Canvas for the Coyotes of Gostisbehere. Center of attention for LA of Kopitar. Dazzlers for Dallas, Ottinger. Dazzlers. Base. Young Guns for Carolina, Kochetkov. Base. Canvas of Podkolzin for Vancouver. Young Guns for the Flyers of Ratcliffe. Defense for Washington of Carlson. And a Dazzlers Kerfoot for the Maple Leafs. Dazzlers Kerfoot. All right, Series 1, 23, 24. We've got a glossy for Chicago of Kaiser, Dazzlers of Saros for the Preds, Teacher's Pet of Olmark for Boston, Special Edition for the Jackets of Goudreau, Pavelski for Dallas Stat Box, and a Nestorenko for Anaheim, Young Guns. Glossy of Barzal for the Islanders, Teacher's Pet of Ovechkin for the Caps, and a Quinn Hughes for Vancouver, Portraits. Star Zone Tampa Bay Stamkos, 285 Robertson for Dallas, Robertson's on a roll for Dallas, and a Kaiser Young Guns for Chicago. Special Edition, Caulfield, Montreal, on a roll McDavid for the Oilers. We got a canvas of Kent Johnson for the Jackets, and a Kopanen Young Guns for the Boston Bruins. We've got a glossy of Nyes for the Leafs, Dazzler Sanderson for the Sens, retrospective, Cates for Philadelphia. Star Surge for Montreal Caulfield. We got a stat box of Ovechkin for the Caps. And a Young Guns, Dustin Wolf. Dustin Wolf. Young Guns. That's a pretty sweet one. We got a glossy for the Devils of Hughes. Teacher's pet of McDavid for the Oilers. On a roll, Kachuk for Florida. All right. 3 more to go. We've got a glossy of Crosby for the Penguins. Dazzlers for Vancouver, Kuzmenko. Teacher's pet, Vasilevsky for Tampa. Special edition, Askarov for the Preds. Jack Quinn for Buffalo Canvas. And a Ginning Young Guns for Philly. Glossy for Calgary of Peltier. Stat box of Morrissey for the Jets. And an Ottinger for Dallas Portraits. Star Surge for Tampa of Janot. Retrospective of Shalgren for the Leafs. On a roll of Draisaitl for the Oilers. And a Young Guns for Vancouver, McDonough. All right, I'm ready to get a Bedard out of this. I am ready to do it. We've got a glossy of Dorandu for the Islanders, canvas of Ekblad for the Panthers, and a deep roots, Carlson for the Caps. Paitia Young Guns for the Jackets, Forsberg for the Preds portraits, and a Aho PC for Carolina. Glossy of Gutman for Chicago, Dazzler Sorokin for the Islanders, and a PC Caulfield for Montreal. Laferriere Young Guns for LA, on a roll of Nesterenko for Anaheim. Ottinger Instinctive for Dallas. All right, last box. Let's finish with the Bedard. We got a glossy for Calgary of Dewar, Dazzlers for Buffalo of Dahlin, Instinctive Georgiev for Colorado. We got a Bobby McMahon Young Guns for the Leafs, Omar Portraits for the Boston Bruins, and a PC McDavid for the Oilers. Glossy of Fantilli for the Jackets, Yanni Gord for Seattle Canvas, Deep Roots for the Avalanche, McKinnon. And we got an Instinctive Sparkle for the Red Wings of Husso. On a roll of Garnett for the Ottawa Senators. We got a Director of Boards of Olivier for Blue Jackets. And a Young Guns Outburst Silver of Engel for the Blue Jackets. All right, I got a couple randoms to get done quickly. We got the one left and the right, so let me get that one organized. All right, 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. The left side, Morial. And the top person, 1, 2, 3. Jason, congrats.